Good day everyone, I'm Joshua Villanuez and here we are again for another video. My group and I will discuss about physical self, heredity, and environment. First and foremost, this is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. For the objectives, the students will be able to first recognize the contribution of genetic and environmental factors to the physical development of the self. Second, describes the factors that affect the physical self. Third, determine the factors of your physical self in body image. And lastly, the idea of the self constructed from the beliefs one holds about oneself and responses of the others.
Good morning, sir. My name is Castor Kennedy Nervous and I'm here to report the dominant gene. Dominant refers to a relationship between two versions of gene. If one is dominant, the other one must not be dominant. In that case, we call it recessive. A dominant gene or a dominant version of gene is particularly variant of a gene which, for a variety of reasons, expresses itself more strongly all by itself than any other version of the gene which the person is carrying, and in this case, the recessive. Now, it usually refers to inherent patterns frequently used in conjunction with a Punnett square, where if an individual has two versions of gene and one is observed, the frequent be transferred from the one generation to another, and it is called dominant.
Dominant and recessive genes. The most common interaction between alleles is a dominant-recessive relationship. An allele of a gene is said to be dominant when if effective overrules the others. Allele, eye color, and blood groups are both examples of dominant-recessive gene relationships. Example of recessive genes. Recessive alleles only show their effect if the individual has the two copies of the allele, also known as being homozygous. For example, the allele for blue eyes is recessive, therefore, to have blue eyes, you need to have two copies of the blue allele.
Good morning everyone. Good morning sir. My name is Pesas John Leo. I'm here to present the physical growth of development. Physical growth of all the changes that occur during the first year of the physical changes are the most noticeable. Growth occurs outwardly, including height and weight, but also inwardly, tissue and organ growth. Development proceeds in two directions, from head to toe and from the center of the body outward to the extremities, fingers and toes. Is the net increase in the size or mass of tissues, largely attributed to multiplication of cells, hyperplasia, and increases in the intracellular substance. Hypertrophy contributes to a lesser extent to the process of growth, fastest between 0 and 2 years. My explanation about physical growth development is during first year of life. Physical growth have different changes as we become adult. It could be physical attributes of height, weight, or hair. Physical development is one of the main infants of toddler. Development sitting, crawling, standing, and walking. These developments are important, but this physical growth contributes cognitive development for children as we move and explore the world, that they learn about the properties of objects and their own capabilities.
I, Patrick Adrian Ayoso, I'm here to talk about physical maturation. Physical maturation refers to the physical growth and development that humans go through till old age. It is necessary either before any unlearned behavior can occur or before the learning of any particular behavior can take place. It involves both structural and functional changes or performance. For example, a child mainly depends on his/her reflexes in the early stages of development. Growth in weight, height, body mass, expansion of muscles is seen in the process of maturation.
Hi there! This is the topic I'm going to discuss, the environmental factors affecting the physical self. So, what is environment? Well, environment is composed of both living and non-living things, and is referred to as the biotic and abiotic components of the environment, where biotic means relating to or caused by living organism, and abiotic means to not involving or produced by organisms. Environmental factors, this involves everything that changes the natural environment. Some elements are invisible while others cannot be seen. Air, water, climate, soil, natural vegetation, and landforms are all environmental factors. By definition, the environmental factors affect everyday living and play a key role in bringing health differences across the geographic areas. The interaction between human ecological factors significantly impacts human health either directly or indirectly. So, in other terms, the environmental factors can be defined as the identifiable element within the environment that affects an organism's survival operations and growth. There are 5 environmental factors that affect the physical self. There is pollution, deforestation, solid waste pollution, global warming, and change in climatic condition. Pollution is defined as introducing pollutants, organic molecules, or other unsafe materials into the Earth's atmosphere. This can either be caused by natural events like forest fires or by man-made activities like emissions from automobiles, factories, nuclear waste, and etc. There are different types of pollution. There is air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, water pollution, and radioactive pollution. Each pollution have different effect on our physical self, like affecting our lung development. Some can cause skin diseases such as dermatitis caused by irritation or allergies, hives, acne, or even cancer. Exposure to loud noise can also cause high blood pressure, heart disease, sleep disturbance, and stress. However, water pollution causes diarrhea, skin diseases, malnutrition, and even cancer. And here's the worst part, radioactive pollution. It can damage the DNA in our cells, and even high doses of radiation could also lead to cancer later in life. Where deforestation refers to cutting down of trees and destruction of forests. This can either be for human habitation and use or natural causes. Deforestation has tremendous negative effect on the environment. Deforestation has a tremendous negative impact on the environment. The most dramatic effect is a loss of trees and forests, which drives climate change, and several other problems have been raised for the ecosystem. Over the past 2 decades, a growing body of scientific evidence suggests that deforestation, by triggering a complex cascade of events, creates the condition of a range of deadly pathogens such as Nipah and Lassa viruses, and the parasites that cause malaria and Lyme disease to spread to people. Here in solid waste pollution, which refers to the improper disposal of solid waste including garbage, construction waste, metal pieces, glass, plastic products, decaying matter, solid agricultural waste, and medical waste. The phenomenon of gradual increase in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and its water bodies is termed global warming. The leading cause for this environmental issue is the increased volumes of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane released by burning fossil fuels, emission from vehicles, industries, and other human activities. The health effects of these disruptions include increased respiratory and cardiovascular disease, injuries, and premature deaths related to extreme weather events. And lastly, there are several cases of climate change. The most significant effect on the climate change is the increasing trend in the concentration of greenhouse gases and global warming in the atmosphere. Climate change is having an adverse impact on the environment. This includes the physical, chemical, and biological characteristics of ecosystem. Changes in weather and climate patterns can put lives at risk. Heat is one of the most deadly weather phenomena. As ocean temperature rise, hurricanes are getting stronger and wetter, which can cause direct and indirect deaths. I conclude that we should take action against those 5 factors in order to have more time to save our planet.
Good day, I'm Cadet Scaro here to present my part of a Group 1 report. So, physical self involves a percentage and evaluation of one's physical ability and appearance. Aspects of the self is one physical feature including the face, body structure, height, and width. However, people should also consider the physical competencies, evaluation of physical worth, and perception of beauty. So, sometimes we ask this on ourselves that am I beautiful, handsome, do I have a good looking body, or do I find me attractive, and many more. Physical self is not only limited to what can be seen by the naked eye. Underneath the skin is a dynamic system of biological and chemical processes and the contribution to one's physical features. Is the percentage that a person has of their physical self and thoughts and feelings that result from perception. These feelings can be positive, negative, or both are influenced by individual and environmental factors. Body image is determined by these factors. So, how you see your body is your perceptual body image. The way you think about your body is your cognitive body image. So, and behavior in which you engage as a result of your body image encompasses behavior body image. Self-esteem is how you value and respect yourself as a person or a human being. It is the opinion that you have of yourself inside and out. Self-esteem impacts how you take care of yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Self-esteem is about your whole self, not just your body. By the means of your whole self, it means mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Society shapes us in many ways, possible more than we realize, from our interactions to our personal development, through to the other's perception or appearances of our bodies or physical self, as a reflection of self-worth. We are social beings. Genetically, we rely on one another for the survival of humanity. The primary connection makes our interaction physiological and psychological important. So it's not surprisingly that how society perceives us at many levels. To wrap things up, physical self refers to the body, the marvelous container and complex, fairly tuned machine with which we interface with our environment and our fellow beings. The physical self is the concrete dimension, the tangible aspects of the person that can be directly observed and examined. Understanding the physical self improves our physical condition, our quality of life, and prevents us from physical and mental illness. This shows how important it is about physical self.
Good day everyone, I am Cadet Bebat and my topic is all about self-concept. Self-concept can be defined as the set of someone's characteristics such as personality and ability. A person feels about his or her personality, achievements, and value to society. For example, I am a good friend or I am a kind. This is how we perceive our behaviors, abilities, and unique characteristics of our self-concept impacts how we respond to life, so a well-developed self-concept helps us respond in a ways that are more positive and beneficial for us.